Civis Pacem.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another revision here on Tribun. The game from today is called On the Edge, and I'm riding my hood away and we are jumping into the action. I am actually Blue Riding Hood, so there is no mistake with, a little girl, a big wolf.
Ah, yeah. So,
It was kind of a
let's...
splatter movie, or? No. Okay, well.
Anyways, so let's not
I
forget to set that to animated.
Yeah, okay. We go into the animated mode. The setup, I don't know. The game, from when is it? It's a little older, I guess. August 2022, something like that. And you see a normal setup. Max is going for the laser beaming with his equity right into my defense line. This is what he usually does. And he is normally very successful with it.
Yes.
Yeah, and so I'm doing some copycat here. Yeah,
This.
yeah, parallel. Well, yeah.
So, well, I'm targeting this guy. Oh, that's not even
Wait.
remotely what I tried to make. Yeah, and you're basic. If I would copy you for real, I would have an Equus here.
Yeah.
So these would be mirrored along this.
Hmm.
But so far, this is a quite usual thing. I don't do this nowadays with the Equus. I usually have a Zectarius here.
To crouch to the front line, or what is your intention when you are taking a Sagittarius instead?
Yeah. So the first intention is to not let you go here or here. Maybe in the future, even, would you please remove? Maybe in the future to go here or here, and you can maybe combine here also. So that would be the plan, but I don't
Okay.
do this usually.
Okay. I don't remember what my plans really were at the time. Here it's very simple. Yeah, decombining and attacking right here. That's quite easy.
Yeah, and you're backed up, so you have
Yeah.
backup. You would
And this
kill
way, yeah, I would kill the Hestetis, and I could shove my slave ahead, and so I would gain materials. Very simple.
Also, if I were to move, don't forget what opens up.
Yeah, you cannot
And
move
that
really.
is a nasty intention to go there.
Yeah, this is very important though. Normally I would go here taking Impero, maybe because it's just defended by this Hestetis, and this way it means it is virtually unprotected. I could go here, I could directly attack the Tribune, and I'm very close, and this is nearly next. Okay.
No, not really. If you combine,
You
what you
can
can do,
combine, but you have to combine. Otherwise, you are jumping with the Sagittarius here, taking this guy, and maybe jumping. You can zigzag around in front of the Tribune, so the Tribune is forced to combine up. And that's
but
normally not that
not
good.
really. I could go here, but let's not get too deep into the
Exactly. So you
details.
defended by decombining, and the game went on. I took, and you took.
Simple. By the way, also note that you can just simply take this and then go back.
Yeah,
Because
you can take and go back because it's virtually
you can play
unprotected.
boomerang or something.
Yeah,
And
that's boomerang tactic. Cool.
so,
So
defending the threat. I should.
yeah,
So, let's see what you did.
yeah, and in this way, I opened up this line here,
That's true. But
but
you're
it's still
attacking this.
yeah, I'm attacking there, and this is still defended.
And by the Tribune himself. So.
Yeah. This is quite mirroring here. Yeah.
Yes.
And I took,
So,
and you took.
you know what they say, history repeats itself.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes mirrored, but,
Yeah.
you
2
know,
eyes and a nose. Okay.
yeah.
This is bad. Okay.
And the mouth.
It's too late
Any
in the evening. Okay. So what did we do
very
now?
revision.
So bringing the Sagittarius up to the front line and going out of this thread we mentioned before here. Well, and
But
you?
that is not empty. It's you could be fooled by this empty space for as an escape field, but it really isn't an escape route for the Tribune.
Not at the
So
moment. I have to scare this Equus off.
yes, so be careful to not fool yourself into thinking you have more space than you really have. So,
Yeah. So you attacked
see,
me with the Sagittarius. I
very
took, and normally you would take. Yeah.
very trade heavy this game.
Yeah, it is. 5 pieces.
No,
Going up to
please.
the next confrontation here.
Oh, that would have been
A lot
so
of
strange.
skirmishes in the center field. Active
Yeah,
gameplay.
also, if this moves,
Mhm.
look what opens up. This line.
Yeah, that
And this
would be
is
very
not
bad.
defended sufficiently. And it would be way worse because you can't move if the ballista enters.
Mhm.
You can't attack it because the ballista would look here. And there is a next lingering in the dark. So
Yeah, it's definitely there. At the moment, this Sagittarius here is quite solid because he has backup from a service and a status and a Sagittarius. What is it? A planetary system?
okay, I
Okay,
should maybe
so
stop this.
I'm going here for a
Danger
nice
level.
visit. You cannot really move. You cannot come here because it's defended by the Sagittarius. You have to leave this line because otherwise you get slaughtered, and you cannot attack here. So, well, what are you going to do? Yeah, danger
Uh,
levels. I'm attacking a
yeah, yeah.
strong piece or a unit, and you are attacking a weaker unit, but with a nice lookout.
Yes, and if I were to get there, you only have these two fields, and I don't think you would survive, but I think I could maybe get my material back.
Yeah, but it's a nice prospect to enter this deeply into the defense line of the enemy, and well, so I should do something against this. And
And
well,
go for it.
this is
Sorry, not
this is
mean.
a good defense because when you jump away, then no matter what unit you used, you are always defending backwards. And so this field is now defended by 5. And I'm attacking here, and well,
I'm painting the board.
so you went out of the way. Now you're threatening here, but well, the Sagittarius serves me well.
That's right, but I thought we would use this phrase as an service exclusive thing. It's like a pun, but
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
anyway,
now coming here with whether the Equus or the Sagittarius, I guess the Equus is standing very strong here in the center field now.
yeah, but I can maybe go here and pin you or something. But I
Yeah,
don't
but
know.
I could split up.
I didn't do this with this ballista, but with this one. So same tactic.
And unfortunately, he's doing some backup work here. Because otherwise I would take the Equus and go here. But no, it's defended.
Yeah, to attack my Tribune.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
what happened next? Oh,
Yeah,
same
danger levels.
trick.
Attacking the Tribune.
And let's be honest with you, we told you that this might be a threat, but at the time it is defended. So
Yeah, and every time I'm jumping away, this is no threat from a ballista anymore.
yes, but you open this line further, and your Tribune has one less field to move to.
That's right.
Yeah, and I tried to trade this guy off because
Yeah.
let's be honest, this is strong and this was not. So, maybe handy to trade something that was very bad. Like, look, these bozos, they're doing absolutely nothing. This guy
Sharing
is
some coffee? Sharing some coffee?
Yeah,
Having a good
something.
time?
Yeah, just I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe they're
Yeah,
crafting something.
but the disadvantage is you are blocking your ballista
That's.
temporarily.
But this guy will probably trade, or I
Yeah.
will move this like in this direction.
Yeah,
So
it is way too strong. I have to do something against this new threat here. And well, yeah.
that's
And
what
now
happened.
I
You just did the
don't
same.
really know. Uh, yeah, I'm too often turning a blind eye to such threatening situations, and I'm doing, huh? Okay, because it is protected at the moment, and yeah.
Yes. I
And
even
now you
told
came
our
here and you are defending this spot, yeah.
yeah, and I'm attacking.
So my plans were wasted.
Maybe, but you can still do some stuff
Yeah,
because
but it's the second time you forestalled my intentions. Very nasty.
Yeah,
You are a gadfly.
yeah, but this is now very good. I mean, look where it can look. It's like a I
A
don't.
morning star.
Yeah, is there like an animal, like an octopus, but a hexen?
A hexapus.
Because let's call it a hexapus, okay?
But the hexapus
So
is living on land, not in the water. And that's what makes it so dangerous.
yeah, that's true. And
Ah,
because I
yeah,
gave up my defense here,
yeah,
you attacked me.
yeah.
Very simple so far.
Yeah, now, oh, now they all come
Why?
together.
I don't see why I didn't do that.
Um, I don't see either. What did you do?
Not this. We watched the review previous. That is a very
That's
odd decision.
interesting. Yeah?
That's not interesting. That's just very stupid from my
Disappointing.
side. But
Yeah, but I may have gone here as well with the Sagittarius. Okay.
sometimes we do stupid stuff in life, and that was
So
one of
what
the
is this
occasions.
move doing? It serves two purposes. I'm attacking here from a field that's not defended, so you have to move your Tribune somehow. And I am attacking here with a nice fork. And the most precious thing about this is I'm not just attacking the ballista, because with the Sagittarius, you remember when you attack the ballista, you take 3, but the Sagittarius that emerges can take back and you gain absolutely nothing. But when I'm attacking the Equus, he loses 3 pieces and he cannot counterattack. Okay, now you are marking all your escape fields.
Yeah, so I have these two
We
moves.
have
I
a
can
dice
go
for
here.
this. I don't know, maybe you remember?
Yeah, I remember, but I like drawing stuff.
Put that pencil away, man!
You can, I can either go here or here,
Yeah,
and I probably went left. Yes,
yes. Playing
I went there.
tic-tac-toe on a hexagon.
By the way, the reason I went here is because first of all, I did not want you to. If I would stand here, you could maybe build an Equus, and I could be attacked. I did
Mm,
not like this. You can do this on this line or on this.
mm, yeah.
There, frankly, is nothing. But the point of this also is to maybe invade your army,
Ah, and from prey
and
to predator.
yes, and you would go like
Mm,
this, and
yeah. Circumventing the defense line and becoming the threat. The
so
Tribune bringing down his opponent.
we
That
had
would be a
these
nice
games.
one. I don't know. Why did I not go for another attack? I'm maybe I could have split up here.
Only
Cerberus
God,
here and Hastatus here, and it's a double attack. You have to do something. I don't know.
only God can tell.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
this
I
is
was very
so.
desperate, and I tried to get counterplay. Uh, you can't go here. You're attacked. What will you do, or what did you do?
Ah,
Come on.
grabbing a bow and run.
So
Oh,
I
this covered attack lingering in the dark.
yeah. So if I would move now, say, here, then I
Ah,
would also open up this
this
threat.
is quite. It's looking very similar to a game, the Super Tactics Lection Game 16. It's the
Yeah,
same you
it
can
does.
see in our teaser video. The ballista right at the same spot. I don't like it. But as you mentioned before, yeah, now there is the Equus.
That's
Because
right.
by the Sagittarius jumping here and combining with his friend. So
And
now
I
you're.
told you my plan. Uh, very simple. I'm attacking,
Mhm.
and I'm trying to, you know,
Yeah, but now you cannot really attack me because we are the same unit, and the Tribune can never hunt down an enemy Tribune being the same unit, because when you get close, you definitely can be slaughtered down by the Tribune.
that's true. By the way, I'm just marking out. I cannot really move right now.
Yeah,
So
okay, but
the problem I
we
have right
could. Oh, sorry.
now.
Here is protected, here is protected, here is protected. There's a lot of things protected, but what the Equus is protecting, we could not count because he's under attack. You have to do something. The only thing would be if you would attack in another way, then the Equus would be sufficient to block the Tribune because the Tribune is not strong enough to kill him, and so he cannot move.
Yeah, so
That's nice about Tribune, right? I like this. You can attack, you can hurt the unit, but you are not taking it entirely, and so you are stuck on your position.
so
Too much Kringles.
yes, that's why I removed them.
Okay, how did the
And
game
I had to
proceed?
go back.
I'm
Oh
very
no,
curious now.
I combined. My plan now was going boop boop.
Yeah, because you realized, hey, I cannot win this way. I cannot get close. But
Yeah,
at the
but
moment, I'm on the different color complex.
that you see, this doesn't work,
Mm,
right?
yeah.
And that was no good decision on my part. And you know, you're
Yeah.
even preventing it further. So
Yeah.
that was very silly
This
of me.
Sagittarius is guarding him, so the Tribune has to run for his life. And now the room is becoming very tight.
But I'm a trappy player, so if you just
Yeah.
give me a move, I will
Uh,
do this.
hey, I could jump here.
So what this will do is it will cut off here, cut off here. You're attacked. You're also attacked like this.
I have to
This is
move now
blocked.
because I cannot combine further up. And so this is
Oh
the
no,
only field I can go.
I would go here because same reasoning, but now
I would be dead.
everything is blocked.
Yeah. This way I
No,
would have been dead.
no, you would not have been dead yet because you
Yeah, I
can
could
block.
block. Yeah.
But I
Ah,
think
no, no,
this
no.
would be
What?
deadly now if you
Yeah.
block. You block like this, and this is deadly because these fields still are,
Mm.
and there's a double attack, so you have to do something. And so
Yeah.
that was my idea.
Okay.
A very annoying threat. So you had
I
to
at
be
the
on the
time I didn't really notice that it's becoming that. But uh, that's what you usually do. I mean, this Equus didn't move the entire game. He's just sitting on his outpost, smoking cigarettes all day long, and keeping an eye out here, vigilant. And then you are cutting off the branches, and suddenly my complete house of cards is crumbling.
and
I felt quite nice here, but I'm definitely not.
yeah, because if you waste a move, you're basically dead. And I got very desperate at this point because I didn't see a way forward. And when I don't see a way forward, I will do
Ooh,
this.
but now there is a possible combination here.
That's right.
Supported here.
But
Oh, even worse. Now closing the backwards escape. And now, yeah.
and
Now
look,
what?
I cannot move anymore.
Yeah.
I cannot attack because of this
Yeah.
Zacharias, but I can take. That is what has been overlooked in this situation.
No, you can
Oh,
take, but the Tribune is guarding.
yeah.
So everything is shut.
Ah, yeah. I
Ah,
got confused with
so a nice little win of mine.
five.
Yeah, pressuring you into this desperate move where you went a little too close to the sun, like Icarus and
Yeah.
Daedalus, and you not just lost your wings. If you, all of you, remember the Greek, what is
Saga
it? Mythology about, well, the gods and some other stuff.
stuff. Oh, that was the most inappropriate way to say. to introduce Greek myth, or the strangest way, I would say.
strange, yeah.
So,
Everything I'm telling you is appropriate, man. I'm your father.
okay, sorry. But I really like this idea.
Yeah, this was nice that you introduced that to our audience and me.
Because when times are tough, you have to make. Oh, well, that would be a. But when times are tough, you have to try to get a forced next sequence where when the opponent blocks, you win. And I would say that about concludes this revision, does
Yeah,
it?
yeah, it definitely does. Next thing is Sagittarius Tribune is very hard, but this way you, yeah, absolutely masterfully managed to find a way.
Yeah, so the Hestatus is very good if it's just close up to
Mhm.
the
Yeah,
Tribune,
because he's attacking the same fields here.
and also Ballista and Centuria on this spot are also very deadly because
Ah,
they will just
I
cut
guess
off.
we are straying too far from the past, maybe,
Yes, we
because
should.
now you have to think about what a Centuria is and how it looks like and what it can do and so on.
Yeah, so let's just end it here.
Yeah. So I did the introduction, so maybe the last words from your side, son.
Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this game. If you liked this video and would like to see more like it, or want to support us, just hit the bell, the like button, maybe subscribe, and share this video or other videos of this channel.
Everything at
And,
once.
hmm?
Everything at once.
All.
Bing dang boom. Eh.
Um, and have a good day, I guess. See you soon.
On Tribun.